Yo, what's up?
What's going on, man?
Chilling. We took a break last week, but we back at it. Stronger, better, faster,
That's right.
meaner, whatever.
Damn right.
So what's
Lean and
up,
mean.
man?
That's right.
What's good,
Everything,
man?
brother. How you doing?
Chilling. You know me.
Shoot, I was in some crazy traffic on the way home. I had to pass by about two or three accidents. One was
Really?
actually blocking the main streets of my house. Yes.
No, why?
Yeah. I had to turn around and start. Oh, I didn't even stick around to see it. I turned around and went around the other way and came through my neighborhood on the other side. So
Oh,
I never got a chance to see the accident up close. I didn't stick around. I turned around and booked so I could get home.
yeah. Well, right on. I'm so happy you made it. We got an amazing show for you guys tonight. We're gonna
Yes,
talk
sir.
some comic book TV news. We got some video game news, and after we are gonna be joined by the talented artist Don Nguyen. He's he launched a comic, Pablo the Gorilla. He had it on Kickstarter. He's doing his thing for sure.
Now, is that win as in Vietnamese and Guyen?
You got
All
it.
right.
That's it.
And what's his first name again?
Don.
Don. I'm
Don, like
about to
Don
pull him up
Juan.
right now. Oh, yeah. I'm pulling him up right now.
He's
Let's
good
see.
for sure. So it's just us two today, huh?
I think so, possibly. Is it this guy with the long hair? Have
I'll
you
shoot
seen
you a
him?
link. I'll shoot you a link. Here we go.
Okay. Yeah, thank you.
Boom. Or we just give folks a sneak peek. Check this out.
Oh, I think I found it. Pablo the Gorilla. I found it. Nightmare Theater. Thank you, sir. I appreciate that link
Of
boost.
course. Yeah, so really excited, man. This dude is really doing his thing. He's been in the game for a while. He's collaborated with a lot of other artists, other comic book guys, and he's a little bit different than some of the other guests we've had because he is more on the artist side, which is cool.
Yeah, I'm looking at his sketches and his drawings. They're they really bringing a lot to the table.
Yeah, I mean, and they got like pins and stickers. Dude is connected, and
Yeah,
dude is really running a very good business. It looks like so. Can't wait to talk to him.
absolutely. Absolutely. What do you want to go into first?
Whew. That's not a good question because then I might go into some craziness. I don't know if you want to see that. Um, but maybe we'll hop into this. So let's working on like a transition thing, but at least for now, we're gonna do with a nice, just easy share. Boom. So Daredevil.
Yes, I think
I
that's
hope you
okay.
got a lot here. I don't have a lot, man. I was honestly like, I remember when this was on Netflix, right? That's originally where it dropped a few years back, like 5 years ago, right?
This is the continuation. This is Charlie Cox playing Matt Murdock slash Daredevil. This is Vince D'Onofrio coming back to play Kingpin. I think D'Onofrio, I think his Kingpin needs to go bigger. I think Kingpin is going to be what they use to translate this show into the MCU and bring those two guys into some films because they can
Oh,
carry a film.
oh, so what you're saying is they're gonna pull in Kingpin into some other storylines, like the main storylines.
I'm well, no, this is my speculation and using my Hollywood logic. Vince D'Onofrio is a strong character actor, right? They
Yeah.
got him to play the Kingpin because they knew that he would get fat on purpose.
Yeah.
They knew he would embody and personify Wilson Fisk, the Kingpin. They knew it. And if you look at him and you look at the Kingpin in the comics, they did right. You couldn't have picked
Yeah.
anybody better.
Yeah. I think so. I mean, I like how again when I think of MCU, I'm thinking of like Guardians of the Galaxy. I'm thinking of Thor, where it's just been very
Hmm.
more family focused, more like a comedy type thing. But then when
Well,
I
and
see,
it's the C in the MCU right there. You're talking about the C in the
yeah,
MCU, the cinematic portion of it,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
These guys are all strong. Those guys were all strong lead character actors for
mm-hmm,
decades before they got invited into the MCU. Look at the characters. I think Hemsworth may be the newest, but if you go look at his history, he's done some strong films before he
yeah,
got to be Thor, right? Look at Evans. He was already Johnny Storm, right? He actually did a great job as Johnny Storm. Um,
wait,
but
hold up. Remember, I'm kind of Kaz here. Johnny Storm.
yes, from the Fantastic Four, the Human
Oh,
Torch.
okay, okay, Human Torch. There you go. So you're using the real
Remember,
names, and I'm like, okay, got you.
I'm sorry, comic book kid here.
I mean, I thought I was, you know what I mean? And then like life happened, you know?
I won't forget any of the slashes from here on out. But yeah, Evans played Johnny Storm slash Human Torch in the original Fantastic Four movie with Ian Griffold and Jessica Alba and Chickless, Michael Chickless playing the thing, right? And
Yeah.
here's what I find interesting. What people today don't know is when those movies came out back then, when the original spot when Sam Raimi's Spider-Man came out, when the original X-Men and Patrick Stewart and Hugh Jackman took on Xavier and Wolverine and Marsden
Yeah.
came to play Cyclops, like we liked the black leather at the time they showed us the black leather. We did. But as time went on, people push boundaries. People push the limits as far as they can. And as technology went on and digital tech and AI kept entering into the picture more and more, people kept looking at it and saying, why can't we get the look right? See, Iron Man ruined it for everyone.
Why you say
Robert
that?
Downey Jr., because
How's he
he looks
how's he
so
ruin it?
much like Tony Stark, like a real version of Tony Stark, and that
Mhm.
Iron Man suit is epic. It's on par with Michael Keaton's Batman suit.
Yeah.
Okay, as
I
far as
will
classic.
100%. Every time we're in my personal life, we're kind of I got a family, y'all. And so we're big into Disney. So we go and I'm in Cali, so we always go down to Disney, once a year, twice a year, whatever. But when they have the
Okay,
little Marvel exhibits and then they have like all the different versions of the Iron Man suit, Mach 1, 2, 3, whatever it is, up to seven. Again, I don't know. I'm probably wrong,
they
but
should at least go up to seven
yeah.
because seven is the red and gold.
Okay.
Mark 7 is the current red and gold Iron Man armor that everybody is used to seeing.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, if I was stupid balling, I'd want to, and I had a big enough pad, I would freaking get a suit. You know what I mean? And just put it in the corner. You know what I mean? Like, looks sick.
Oh, dude, Iron Man. I'd get Batman. I'd get a Spider Man. Oh, and I'd bring one. I'd bring one from outside. I'd bring one from the Hasbro world or the
Yeah.
Mattel world. Is it Hasbro or Mattel? I think it's Hasbro. GI Joe. I'd get a Snake Eyes.
Speaking of toys, man, when I was looking up some stuff, hold on, where is it? Man, that toy game right now is insane. Hold up. Yeah, let me share this. This was crazy.
What's the newest thing that dropped? Because do you know who Jordan the Stallion is on social media?
Yeah.
Oh,
He looked like Childish Gambino. That dude.
well, the guy that does that has all everybody's secret recipe.
He's yeah, he looked like Donald Glover, no?
I mean, he's got that kind of look. I don't think he looks like Donald Glover, but I see what you're
He
saying.
looked like Method Man, right? A little bit.
Yes, and
Okay.
Meth has started joining him on some of his posts.
Really? Hey,
He
so I'm
ha-
not on social media, and I remember when I came across him, I was like, "Who is this guy?" Again, remember, very limited. Like I'm not on social media much, but I remember seeing like one of the first clips I seen was him and Childish Gambino, and then they were like looking at each other, and they looked dead on like twins, and then they were like
I
wearing the
think
same
I saw that
outfit.
post.
Right? He's
I
like,
think I
"Hey,
saw
I'm
that
wearing a
post.
white polo," and he's like, "Nah, I'm wearing a
Yeah,
white polo." Blah blah blah. I
and
was
he does the
laughing.
same thing with Method Man. That's right. You're right.
Oh my god, that's
Absolutely. So look,
shout out to
Jordan,
Wu Tang and Method Man,
Wu
METHOD,
Tang is for the children.
man. Hell yeah.
Yo, Jordan has what is it? What would you call it? A 1/4 scale? Um, Megatron and Optimus Prime, and God, what's the Dinobot? He's got the main Dinobot, the Tyrannosaurus Rex, and they fully transform.
No way, really?
100%, 1,000%. When you see it happen, it's the coolest thing you've ever seen in your life. Oh, yeah, it looks like you found it already. He's about to open up the box. So it's just let this play.
Yeah.
You
No
want to see
volume.
the toys that's on deck?
I want to see this.
Yeah, that's okay. The people need to see it. The viewers, if you have not seen that,
Wow. Hold up.
hold on to your butts. Shout out to Samuel L. Jackson if any of my Brooklyn bucks remember that line.
Oh, which line?
Hold on to your butts.
Shout out Samuel L. Jackson. What's that from though?
Jurassic Park, the original.
Ah, I should have known that. Whoa, that was sick though.
You saw it.
Wow, I wonder
You
how much
saw it.
that cost.
I think it costs too much for me to want to look right now.
We
There's
need one of
Optimus.
these.
Wow.
Ooh.
You could almost just hear the sound going.
Oh, that's sick.
It is the craziest. And I'm telling you, he's got the Dinobot too. So that was the toy highlight that I wanted to bring to the table.
All right, so that's gonna. If this is it, looks like it's gonna cost you about a G.
That makes sense.
I
I
think that
mean,
makes sense.
what I saw, I would
Yeah, that's
probably
it.
pay 2,000 for. I would probably be willing to come out of a stack or two for
In
one
due
of those.
time. In due time, for sure. We need
Oh
to
yeah,
throw the
yeah. That's the
vision
reason
board.
why I said I didn't even look up the cost. I didn't want to know
Wow.
because I'm not about to buy it.
Yeah, these toys are getting crazy. I got these. Hey, this is off topic, man, but I got this Steph Curry. Sorry, I'm in Cali. I'm in the Bay. And
Hey,
man, I
I'm a
got this
Steph
Steph.
fan.
Hell yeah, dude! I love this toy. In fact, man, I got it right here. Where's that? Oh,
The LeBron killer.
I thought my wife might have put it away, but dude, I love this thing. It's so
Oh
sick.
man,
You
is
can
he chewing
like
on his
hold
mouthpiece?
it. It's hella sick. Oh no, no mouthpiece, no mouthpiece.
Dang
But
it!
it has like different hands and like You can stand it up. You can make him like dribbling or lay up, shoot a three or something. But it's pretty sick, man.
You're gonna make me find one with him chewing on the mouthpiece.
I always try to like look at it and remind myself that, you know, try to be like Steph. Everything he does, man, he's like GOAT. You know what I mean? Everything he does, and he's a good person. So to me,
Absolutely,
like, hands down, man.
a devoutly
All right.
religious man. Yep.
All right. What do we have next? Well, there's this cool little ticker down here, and I thought I saw our next topic. After Daredevil's, Spider-Man's back too.
Your friendly neighborhood Spider-Man.
Hey.
Which was the picture of Spider-Man that you pulled up.
That was the
when
toy,
you pulled
right?
up the toy. The toy.
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
That was the new one.
Right here.
Have you seen this yet? Because all episodes are already available on Disney Plus. This takes it back to it brings the OG Spider-Man from the 60s and 70s into 2025.
Wait,
I don't know if that's Tom Holland doing the voice.
It do sound like him though. I did see a few of the episodes. First off, fire. I thought it was pretty legit. I saw a lot of influence from the Far From Home Spider-Mans, right? Like the girl's
right.
Zendaya, right? Zendaya?
Actually, that is not MJ. Her name is Pearl. They are friends, but if you know some of your Spider-Man characters, she is currently dating a version of Lonnie Lincoln. That kid in the green is Harry Osborn. Lonnie Lincoln, who I mentioned just now, is Tombstone.
Oh,
and okay. It's not new. Every version of the comic books, Tombstone is Lonnie Lincoln. So you know when you see his name, Tombstone is going to be a major character in this version of the series, and that was him right there with the varsity jacket on, in the short clip, giving the fist bump. Pearl is the girl he is dating. And in this one, Spider-Man's not so much a nerd that gets bullied as he is respected for being how smart he is. Okay,
it's funny how they change it up like that. I think that just
look at the suit,
the cultural shift where
that's a futuristic suit. That's a modern day Spider-Man suit. But look at the drawings. Look how they make it. You're gonna see Doc Ock in his OG original ball haircut, big shades, yellow and green, with the lab coat. Right? That's the version of Dr. Octopus that you're going to get in this show. I have already binged all 10 episodes at their availability because they were dropping them like 2 episodes at a time, which is why they're all available now. They did something, and that's been Disney's habit of the last few years. When they drop an episode, they're going to give you enough to be satisfied for the week. They're going to give you about 2, right? So you can have you a good hour of watching for that week. But at the same time, I'm enjoying the streaming services still spacing it out and not uploading all 10 episodes at one time. Because a guy like me would have taken my day off and watched all 10 episodes in one day.
Oh, like that? Really?
Yeah. I would have. Right? But now I have to wait. I do get a good couple of episodes. I'm satisfied. I get an hour, 2 different episodes, 2 different plot twists, right?
Yep.
But then I got to wait till next week.
They want you.
Okay.
They want to make sure they keep that. You know, you keep that subscription.
Well, I actually think they were maybe starting to possibly get some negative feedback about always having the services available to binge all at one time.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it was serving them very well because what you would have is this huge uptick in viewership for a week,
Yep.
and then it drops back down to normal,
Yeah.
right? Then the next release, huge uptick in viewership for about a week or two, and then drop back down to normal. Whereas if I space it out like a regular network TV show that you'd have to wait every week to see a new episode, well, you got that same huge uptick is now tuning in every week,
Yeah.
right?
That seems like a no-brainer.
It just really seems like a no-brainer to stop just giving people the whole container and go ahead and start rationing out.
Yeah.
Like
I think
we
it's
used to.
is that Netflix effect, right? Because then Netflix
Mm-hmm.
came on, everybody hopped on Netflix, and then all of a sudden you could just binge watch a whole series,
And people
like
were binging like
multiple
crazy.
seasons a week. Again,
Prime
I'm not a
started
big
like
fan.
that too.
Which one? Prime?
Prime
Yeah.
Video, when they jumped in, you could binge every episode almost.
Yeah, yeah.
And
I
some
think
you
it's
still
really
can,
more.
and then some you still have to space out, right?
I think HBO was really Max was really the one that stayed true to like that traditional weekly format where, okay, White Lotus is out, whatever, Entourage, Sopranos, and it's just that one a week. And like,
Booking.
yeah.
Oh man, that is a crazy show. But not to get too far off topic, sticking with the theme at hand, moving from Daredevil to Spider-Man, and like I was saying, see, Kingpin is
Yep.
also a Spider-Man enemy, villain, right?
Yeah.
Daredevil and Spider-Man crossover several times, right?
Mm.
But also now,
Real quick, I gotta
What's
throw
up?
this out there.
Yeah.
I was never a big Daredevil fan. I don't know what it was. But again, I think being, 10, 11, 12, I was like all into X-Men.
It was
X-
Ben Affleck
X-Force.
ruining the movie. It was Ben. He killed it for everybody. He killed it for himself. He almost, remember, after he did that movie, he said that was so bad, he would never do another superhero movie again until he got convinced to do Batman, which, thank
What did you
goodness,
think?
because now everybody appreciates Batfleck,
Okay.
right? I thought that they still had issues, which is why his character got cut short.
Oh.
I don't think he can do that much in that suit. That's a whole lot of CGI and AI generation to get him to flip and swing, and that suit looks stiff. I don't think he can move in that suit. Nobody who's worn a Batman suit has enjoyed it.
Hold up. Michael Keaton, though. How about that? That first Batman.
He enjoyed being Batman. Ask him how he felt about the suit. They all relished in the position of being Batman. None of them liked the suit. It's just how Batman's suit is built. They can't do it well enough yet to make it flexible enough, because it has to dang near be bulletproof, or at least appear that way.
I bet you they're close.
So
they can probably do a whole like rubber type suit that looks like it's
Pattinson's. No. Rubber makes it worse. Pattinson's suit is the closest because it's got plates.
Oh. Off topic. Who's the best Batman?
Keaton. No brainer.
Yeah.
I'm Batman. I want you to tell all your friends about it.
Hey, that one was good.
Tell me something.
That was Penguin, right?
You have to dance with the devil in the pale moonlight. Nah, that was
Killing me
OG
right
Keaton.
now. You're killing me
Now,
right
all of
now.
those were from the original. That was him versus Jack.
Yeah.
Now, who's the best Joker?
That's easy. Jack Nicholson.
Not Heath Ledger.
Joaquin Phoenix, bro. Joaquin Phoenix.
Not Joaquin playing Arthur Fleck, an
That's him,
alternate
right?
version of the Joker. Yep.
That's different. Yeah. I thought he was
Yeah, that's
solid.
what people don't understand. All of these guys were different versions of the Joker.
I didn't know
Jack
that.
Nicholson. Jack Nicholson was Jack Napier,
Okay.
as in the Adam West, Burt Ward, 70s
Yeah.
Batman, and the
Yeah.
Joker.
Like the
Jack
different
Napier.
hair and the face paint, all
And
that, right?
that guy.
Yeah.
The overly playful.
Yeah.
Right.
Who's
Heath
the young guy?
Ledger play,
Okay, Heath Ledger.
Heath Ledger played a version of the Joker that never had an identity.
Really?
Yes. There's a version of the Joker that's a John Doe.
Oh, hold on. This is
And then you have Leto's version of the Joker, who I believe, and I might get corrected in the feedback, but I think he's Joe Chill, the gangster.
I didn't even know there were this many Jokers, man.
There are different versions of the Joker with different names. All of them become an original version of the Joker, because Arthur Fleck is also an original version of the Joker. And his story is accurate to Arthur Fleck's version of the Joker, the failed comedian who went nuts.
Who's this one right here in the middle? Is that Leto? Leno?
That's Jared Leto.
Jared Leto? Okay, yeah. I don't even think I've
Yep.
seen this one here. What is this in the bottom corner?
Which one? With the hairs looking all crazy?
The eyes looking crazy right here with the hair.
The whole bottom row looks like it's Dominic Monaghan from Gotham.
Ah.
Like a prequel version of the Joker.
Yeah, was it?
He was
What's Gotham?
becoming the Joker.
Is that like a CW show or something?
Was it CW or Fox? I think it came on Fox. It's been canceled. It was a few years back. It was starting with the story of Batman from Bruce Wayne as a child who just saw his parents get killed.
I think
and a
I
young
saw
Jim
it.
Gordon. Gotham was more about a young Jim Gordon.
Okay.
Commissioner. He was captain of the police. He was police captain at the time. Or sergeant, one of the two. Pretty sure he's a sergeant because he got promoted. I think more than once. By the end of it, he was commissioner.
I think I do remember this. I have a feeling, I think you're right. I think it was on Fox. Because I remember hearing about it and hearing good things. And I remember thinking like, oh, I want to watch that. And I just never got around to it. And then
Yeah, because they had a version of Solomon Grundy in that show, who was a character I always like to see show up in Batman because of the nature of his character. You know,
yeah,
if we're talking about superheroes in comics, then give me somebody super strong. Give me somebody that you almost can't kill. And Solomon, you can't kill what's already dead. Same thing with Tombstone. You can't kill what's already dead. Right?
Yeah, so how do you
Both
handle
of those
that?
are essentially zombies. Yeah.
Yeah, what? So you
Solomon Grundy sleeps in his graveyard.
Ah. All
Yeah,
right.
it's nuts. So a lot of these characters are very, very interesting. And see, we're diving off into comic book rants already.
Hey, man. No matter where this goes, man, we just keep moving. I'm enjoying this conversation. You're schooling me on this here. Um,
Oh yeah,
let's
I'll
switch
help you
it up.
catch all the way up.
It is a little
Okay,
bit later
real.
here. I think we're okay. Let me see here. Okay, I think Don may have to reschedule from what I'm seeing here. I'll keep you posted if I hear something different, but it sounds like Don will not be joining us tonight. But we'll definitely have him
Okay.
on. He's free, and when we can get this, get him back on here. But to keep things moving, we want to, talk about anything and everything related to comics, whether they're independent, retro, vintage, Marvel, the big guns, DC, whatever it is. But
That's
video
right.
game, we're looking to try to just bring up things that are interesting, things that y'all probably like, things we like. And so we figure let's start with some video games. So I know there's some video game news. Obviously there's different kinds of gamers. You're gonna like different games, but I think for the most part, most people I love Assassin's Creed, right?
Today's
And so
spotlight.
yeah,
Absolutely. Coming out on March 20th.
March 20th. Here's the crazy thing. It sounds like I was seeing everywhere that like the game leaked already.
Yep. That's what I wanted to spotlight. That somehow, some way, I don't know if it was a full version of the game or maybe just a couple of boards or a sample of the gameplay. But yeah, I was reading where somewhere online the game got leaked. I don't think it's going to stop the release though. I actually don't think it's going to slow down any of their production because to me, this kind of stuff, all of that is just it's really just really good promotion.
Yeah,
You know,
that's
you
that's
sacrifice a little bit, but if you know anything about the music world and bootlegging tapes from
yup.
back in the day and Napster, I mean, honestly, and just ask 50 Cent. He leaks his own. He bootlegs his own stuff.
50 Cent is a master marketer. He knows how to
Correct.
get people
And
talking.
if that man has official releases and still bootlegs his own official releases, what do you think we need to do?
We need to drop some bootlegs.
Let him have them. Let him go. Let the leaking commence.
Wow, this game looks sick though. This is
Now I
I
can
think it's
understand somebody being upset if it leaked like last year before 2025, but for it to leak in March, the end of February, March, and it's coming out in March, I think that was perfect. I dang near want to say you could almost think that was intentional.
oh for sure.
As a fan.
Especially how
I
fast
think that was a
everything's
50
moving
for him.
now. 100%.
Exactly.
Because if you're a video game influencer, I imagine he probably got a beta copy. They want him to stream it. They want that publicity. They want it out there just because it's just like free marketing. So you'd
And
be
and
stupid
here's
not to.
here's what we all know about bootlegs, right? This is why bootlegging only just boosts the promotion of the product. And I'm gonna use movies this in this case. When when new movies used to come out, if we watched the bootlegs, what did those bootlegs look like?
Trash.
Trash.
Sometimes you
Video
see
trash.
sometimes you see people moving because they legit brought a
Thank you.
camera into the theater. Come on, man. I can't do that.
Phone changing focus on the screen, trying to get it clearer, trying to angle the screen. You could tell they were sitting on the far corner trying not to get caught because the screen's at a crazy angle. Like one
Why
side
would
is smaller than the other because they were sitting on the left side.
I mean, why would
Bootleg,
anybody
right?
do that, man? That's too much. I think
Because
it mess up the experience,
some
man.
people it will, but it also just gives people a burning desire to see it at full quality as well.
Oh.
If I see
Wait.
it on bootleg because that's how I can see it for free, and I still can't get past the quality. I know the story, I know the characters, I remember everything that happened. For all intents and purposes, I've seen the movie, right? I I need to see that HD quality. I need to see the full screen. I need to see what I missed. I need to see the after movie credit, after the after credit scenes. I need to. None of that shows up in the bootlegs. So what you gonna do? You gonna watch the bootleg, and then all it does is buy you time to then go get your stuff together so you can go see it later.
That's wild. See, the way I operate, I'm like, as much unless it's like Avatar or something huge, I'd be like, man, I can't waste that time. Because now, it's like a 2 hour movie with the bootleg, and then now another 2 hours, and it's just like,
There's
whoa,
that.
hold up.
There's that. You have that where, and you're right. Some of those movies, you would look at it and say, "Oh, I can't even watch the bootleg version of that." Mm-mm, mm-mm. You really think I watched Endgame on bootleg? What? No, no, absolutely not. Absolutely not. I
Gotta
didn't
watch that
want. I
in the
didn't even want
theater.
to. I didn't even want to taint my mind. Exactly.
Yeah. I mean, yeah,
But
that's a bad look for
I
sure to do that.
I watched Sonic on bootleg, but then I'm gonna go take my son to go see it. So
Number
I'll still
three?
end up paying to see it.
Hey,
Yeah.
number three, is it any good?
Yes, of course it is. All of them are good. Jim Carrey, again, probably deserves an award for this movie.
Hey, I love Jim Carrey. And it's funny you bring this up because we literally just watched the first one last week. And then we just watched the second one. It's on Netflix right now. And we just watched that this past weekend. And my son
Good.
was
You're
all
doing
into
yourself
it.
right.
Yeah, Tails and Knuckles. And, that's from
Mm-hmm.
my time. Like, I remember being a kid having Sega Genesis and, collect
Sega.
those rings or whatever. And, like, I mean, I wasn't hardcore about it, but I mean, who wasn't a kid in the '90s and didn't play Sonic? Come on.
Exactly. Sonic and Mario. That's the reasons why those two got movies.
Yeah, yeah. But I will
Yeah.
say the second one was definitely better than the first. My eldest son, he was telling me that the third one is even better. Like supposedly, like it's pretty legit. He was saying. So
Ah,
I'm like,
you know who Shadow
okay.
is, right?
No, who's Shadow? So there's a little
Keanu
teaser at
Reeves.
the end of two. Who is he?
Keanu Reeves. Keanu.
Oh, Keanu? Shut up. No way. I
Shadow is
love
being played
Keanu.
by John F. Wick. You daggone right.
What? No
Yup.
way.
Yup.
Damn, he coming out of retirement too, like Jim Carrey? What?
Come on, man. When
That's
it's something
crazy.
good hearted, he'll do it. If it's something good natured, he'll do it. That's the kind of guy Keanu is. Everybody knows that. Like
Dude, I love
I
Keanu.
think, oh yeah, yeah. I don't think he has evil bone in his body.
So is this a new character or is he actually in the game? I guess that's my question.
He's part of the
He
game.
must be in the game. Okay, I was gonna say he must be in the
Yeah.
game.
Oh yeah. And the
My
new
son
game
saw that.
release should be based off the movie because it is going to be Sonic X and Shadow. Like it's the new game coming out for this is about these two.
So Shadow is a good guy.
So not at first,
Okay, okay. Of
just like
course.
Knuckles wasn't at first.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You
yeah.
know that's basically
That's
how
the
Sonic
storyline.
does. He turns his enemies into his friends.
Yeah, 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 yeah.
But Shadow, I believe they go into the story in the movie. So I don't know if they did it in the video game, but well, I don't want to give it away.
Yeah,
But you
don't
can
spoil
look
it.
at you you can look at Sonic and Shadow and you can see that there's something deeper, right? As you go see this movie, you'll see there's something deeper between them.
Yeah. But going back to
It
Keanu,
won't
man,
be.
that's sick.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Yeah, I can't wait to watch it now. I think we're gonna watch it this weekend. So, movie night, family movie night. You know, do it.
How many John Wicks are there?
3 or 4,
Is
right?
it only three? I thought it was four. Isn't it four?
4. There's 4. Yeah, fourth one just came
Four.
out. 23.
Oh, dang. So it'll probably be a while before we see another. If we see another.
Yeah, that movie's pretty sick.
Yeah, yeah. John Wick ranks up there with Fast and the Furious and the MCU. It's
Oh,
if
yeah, I'm
you
trying to
if
think.
you if you know movie lore and the way our comic book and video game community operates, you understand that they pretty much adopted that character into the comics as he's a superhero now.
Well, yeah, he's like a super lethal like assassin, bro, and like can take
Yep.
on anybody, right? So he's got like
He's
super
an
heat.
indestructible hitman. Right.
Yeah, yeah.
Him, uh, Sonic, the Ninja Turtles, and I think who should have gone in before John Wick should have been Dominic Toretto.
Dominic
You got to
Toretto.
consider him Fast and the Furious. That's Vin Diesel.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Dom,
Dom, family over everything, man.
Dom and Letty and the crew with their cars, they gotta be considered superheroes by now.
They should drop like a cartoon, bro. That would be funny. That'd be good for the brand for
Uh,
sure.
they already did.
Stop
Sorry,
playing.
buddy. Pull
Stop
it up.
playing.
Ne-
I'm
It's a
about to.
Netflix
What?
series. Now that you're thinking about it,
Are
yep.
you
It's
serious?
Dom's nephew, Tony Toretto.
Oh, of course. Wow, you're
So
right.
you remember?
Wow, 5
So,
seasons.
yep. Hey, so you remember? You remember? I forget which episode it was. Maybe it was 6 or 7. But when they were down there in the island, and he had to go save his little cousin with a race where he rigged some old jalopy to win before it blew up.
There's been so many, man, and it's been so long. I can't even remember like the storylines, man.
I think they got the idea from that. I think it was either 6 or 7 because he was either in Mexico or Puerto Rico. He was down there in one of the islands, the Dominican Republic or something. He was out there somewhere, visiting family, and he was hanging. He was with his little cousin, and his little cousin was in trouble with one of the local gangsters over a car because, of course, if your name is Toretto, apparently you're a car guy. So there you have it. And he had to save him. He had to go challenge the gangster dude to a race to make sure that his cousin got out of trouble. And he turned around and rigged this old jalopy with no hood. And yeah, that's it right there. That kid is Tony Toretto, his nephew or his little cousin, one of the two.
Damn, that man, I didn't even realize they have a cartoon. That is wild.
Yep. And they turn around and take him and his crew of friends and give them all vehicles and start flying them around and taking them on spy missions, just like the live action movie team does.
Wow.
They just pretty much matched everything the movie does, but with different characters. Yeah, and made it fit for kids. Yep, yep.
That
I don't think they're bringing back any more of them though. I think the series might be done. I think it's complete. But you never know. With Netflix, sometimes they'll resurrect something like you see after about 5, 10 years. So it's
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 much
altogether
easier
possible.
to it's much easier to reboot something, right? Versus actually coming out with something
Exactly.
original. Sometimes I got a problem with that because unless
Yeah.
it's like Avenger type stuff, you know what I mean, where you want to see that. But come on, do we really need 10
Well, and
Fast
that's
and
what I was
Furious?
about to say. No, well, if I mean, like you said, if you could keep them original and good enough, if you could keep them new enough,
Yeah,
then you'll always get that repeat business, but it's got to stay fresh. You can only because, and I think the first three movies that they made were a perfect example of that because none of those movies had the same personality.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, it's blonde hair, blue eyed white boy who's an adrenaline junkie. R.I.P. to Paul Walker. Meets the whole crew, undercover cop. You know what I'm saying? That's a sting operation.
Yeah.
That's trying to bust the road thieves. Remember, out in California. Then they turn around and go to Miami. And now instead of meeting a new best friend, he calls his old best friend that he knows can drive real good. That's where Tyrese comes in.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like again, that's one of my favorite movie franchises. Like I know them like they're real people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like I can literally refer to Tyrese as Roman Pierce for the whole show.
Hey, he was in the news recently, right? Baby boy? What was it though? Did you see that?
Was he recently?
I
No.
I thought he was. I don't know, man. I
Let
come
me
across all kinds of random stuff.
let's see.
Hey, one thing I was surprised to hear about, since we're talking Fast and Furious, who is
Yeah.
the most paid actor all time, bro?
Who Ben?
Can you believe that?
Look how well he's carried those movies. They're billionaires off those movies, man.
I can't.
And
I
it is his rough, tough exterior that sells those movies, bro. It's
you
him
think?
looking like you can't beat him. Think about Triple X.
Yeah, yeah. That's the
They,
perfect.
they
Like
just
he's
happened to like
sculpted.
him better when he had a team.
Yeah, yeah.
That was all. But they did a series of the Triple X movies. I mean, did you really think Ice Cube carried the second movie as well as Vin Diesel carried the first one? And I love Cube. I haven't seen Cube be bad in anything. He can play a truly tough guy. He can play a tough guy. He can.
Yeah, he
But
was. He's the
compared to
police,
Vin
right?
Diesel,
21 Jump Street. 21 Jump Street. Did you
oh yeah,
watch
he was the
that?
captain. Yeah.
He was the
Oh
captain,
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah. That's
Yeah.
hilarious. That's all those kind of movies. I love watching those kind of movies. I kind of miss that era. The funny, I'll just call it
It
the funny white guy era. Like
it
that.
changed. It changed already, just like that.
Yeah, yeah. Like that super bad era. Pineapple Express, uh, 21 and 22 Jump Street. Like there was a few.
Yep.
There was a few movies that were just Grown Ups one and two, hilariously funny,
Yeah.
bro.
Yeah.
But just lifestyle movies that didn't necessarily have to have some crazy plot or cars jumping through buildings and super suits and all this other kind. Families, kids, cabins in the woods, water parks, life, regular life, and they found ways to make it hilarious. That's one of the things I always like about Adam Sandler. He can
I
take
love Adam
regular
Sandler.
life
I love
and
Adam
make you
Sandler.
laugh your ass off at regular life. Pardon my
Yeah.
language. This is a kid's show. Bleep that out.
Yeah, I love Adam Sandler though, man. Ever since Wedding Singer, you know what I mean?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Oh, real quick before we move on to our next topic, I want to spin back on the block between on Daredevil Born Again. For the viewers that don't know, expect to see John Bernthal's Punisher and look for the rumor mill to be circulating around uh, Heroes for Hire coming to Disney Plus, which would be a combination of Luke Cage and Iron Fist, and
Wow.
possibly Jessica Jones.
Wow.
That's their comic book. the Iron Fist comics, you know, him and Luke Cage have been partners forever, and that's who they are. They call themselves heroes for hire, and that's because when you got a black man from Harlem, that man got to pay bills. You know what I'm saying?
All right, so is Luke Cage must watch?
Oh yeah, have you not seen those? The
You know
Netflix
what's funny?
series?
I probably saw like 1 or 2 episodes. And
Oh, what?
I I didn't get into any of those from that whole batch. The Daredevil, Luke Jones, Luke Cage, Iron Fist, and then the girl, Jessica Jones, Jennifer
Jessica
Jones,
Jones. Yep.
Jessica.
Jessica.
I don't
Hmm.
know what it was, man. You know, sometimes if I don't watch something and it doesn't hook me right away, that first episode, like I may not go back. You know what I mean? And I think with those,
Understood.
when we were talking about Batman, like again, I remember the original Batman, Michael Keaton. Yeah, the
Yeah.
original Batman movie, Michael Keaton, and like, man, Gotham just keeps getting darker and darker. And as I'm getting older, I try to just find like, you know, lightweight things. You know what I mean? Things that'll make me laugh rather
Yeah.
than like, oh man, this is grimy. You know what I mean? Like Gotham, so dark.
Real quick, spin the block one more time. Pause right there. I did just look up the Tyrese Gibson news. Uh, just still doing these men wrong. But when it's a court order, you got to follow.
That's
He was
what it
fighting
was.
his child support order for the
Child
longest,
support.
and he ended up getting held in contempt of court. That's all. So
Okay, nothing major.
he probably had to spend the night in jail. I think is what it was, and maybe not even spend the night, but he got cuffed in court. That's everything, pretty
That's
much.
life.
Over $10,000. So hopefully he paid it, got his
Hopefully
way out of
Tyrese got
jail.
10K. Hopefully you got 10 grand, man.
Oh no, that man definitely got again. Fast and the Furious. Several movies in that franchise he's been a part of. I guarantee you that man got the bread.
He just waiting for the
That man
next
has
one.
crazy.
Another payday.
He has crazy money. Exactly. Because the second part of Fast 10 is still supposed to be coming. They're supposed to be making that. Because I don't know if you remember, but they left you with a cliffhanger on the last movie, the one with Jason Momoa. That's how they stretched it out. Instead of saying that was the 10th and final movie, they split it in two.
Mm. I heard. You know what? I'm not even sure if I saw X.
Really?
Man, we're all Disney, Mickey Mouse, Lilo and Stitch. You know, Inside Out, freaking Toy Story. Like that's what we're watching right now.
Oh yeah. I fully understand. Oh man, that means you got small babies too. That's right. See, my 6-year-old, he's more into playing video games. Like I don't have to over Disneyfy my house anymore because he'll just want to jump on Fortnite.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
I'm okay with that.
My eldest is my youngest is crossing over. He because he's like 5.5 now. So he's not
He's about
really
to
like
get there.
yeah. He's like getting into Paw Patrol and some other stuff. You know, like just different kind of stuff versus like, you know, Mickey Mouse and Minnie Mouse and Donald Duck and all that.
Yep,
So
yep. He's gonna start seeing the cool that you showing.
so all right. Hey, should we check out a one of the podcasts? We should probably
Yeah,
check one
let's
of
go
those
ahead and
out.
go into it because we're coming up on our hour.
Yeah.
So yeah, let's take the last 10 to 15 minutes here on the show. And is oh Terrence left the studio. Okay. I was
Oh,
gonna
it's all
ask
good.
him which one he wanted us to queue up. You got one queued up already?
I was actually gonna pull it up, and so that way we can show. There's a lot of heat here, guys. This is on Spotify, and you can see
And Amazon.
And Amazon, exactly. And so you can see there's a lot of different little episodes with our whole catalog here of all the different titles, right? So they're dissecting it, giving you a little taste.
Is it all 19 yet?
Let me see.
I want to say, and I don't know if he's actually written any more lately, but he had 19 books to post up there.
Yep. There's a lot here, man. Anything standing out to you that we should get into? Motor and Breaker, Forged by Adversity.
You know what? Have we done Gambler's Payout yet?
We have not. Let's check this out.
Yeah.
Wait. Let me make sure. I don't know if the audio is going to come through here. Hold up. Please excuse the technical difficulties here. I'm going to try something here. All right, let's get that
all
queued
good
up.
with me, brother.
Let's turn that down. You can actually hear. All right, let me see if I can. I'm just worried that the audio may not come through. Hold on.
It's not coming? Okay. Let me see if I can help. Okay.
Pretty sure that wasn't coming through.
No, it didn't. Let me see if you want to just post the picture back up on the screen, and then maybe I can play the audio while they just see it. It should come through pretty clear if I play it from my end.
Okay. I like that.
Let me check it.
Welcome back, everybody, to another deep dive with us. Today we'll be looking at a fictional story called Redemption's Gamble. Okay, cool. Yeah, it's about a group of criminals who are all sort of looking for a second chance.
Redemption, I like it.
Exactly. And one of them actually ended up serving a prison sentence.
Oh, wow.
So they've all kind of gone their separate ways a little bit.
Right.
But they're drawn back together for this one last job.
Right.
So what we're going to be diving into is, what are the major themes that come out of this story?
Gotcha.
And what about the choices that these characters make? How do those impact and the people around them?
Interesting. Well, I got to say, the thing that really struck me right away was how the story, it really balances this allure of their past with this really deep desire for something more, Like they're constantly battling these ghosts of their past successes while they're also chasing this future that feels just out of reach.
It's so true. And it makes you wonder, can they really outrun their past?
Right, exactly.
Like, is that even possible?
That's the big question, isn't it? And the paths they choose really determine that, it's a gamble.
Absolutely. Well, let's meet this crew.
Okay.
So first we've got Damon. He's kind of the leader.
Okay.
He's just been released from prison. He's got a lot of baggage.
Oh, yeah.
He's made some mistakes.
Right.
And he's got to deal with those consequences.
I'm sure.
Then there's Tina. She's fiercely loyal to Damon.
Okay.
And you can tell she's really torn between this pull of their old life, but then also this desire for something better.
Yeah, I get that.
And then there's Akiko. She's like the brains of the operation.
Oh, the strategist.
Always calculating, always thinking 10 steps ahead.
Gotcha.
But, there are moments where you see a different side of her.
Oh, really? What do you mean?
Like there's a spark, right? Like maybe she misses the adrenaline rush of their old heists.
Oh, that makes sense. It's hard to walk away from that sometimes.
Totally. Now, what do you make of Olivia?
Olivia, she's interesting.
She seems to be struggling with breaking free, you know?
Right.
She's built this really successful art gallery.
That's awesome.
Yeah. She's trying so hard to build a life that's respectable.
Right. Yeah.
But you get this sense that her past is always right there.
Yeah. Lurking in the shadows. Yeah. It's like her story, it brings up this question. Can success really erase your past?
That's such a good question.
Or is it always there, just waiting to come back?
Yeah, and how much of an impact do our choices have on our future?
Right, are we forever bound to them? It really makes you think.
And then we have Marcus.
Okay, Marcus, what about him?
He seems to be the only one who's actually moved on.
Oh, wow.
He's got this stable life with his family.
Good for him.
He seems content.
Right.
But his loyalty to the crew runs deep. It's this internal struggle. Family versus this deep loyalty.
Oh, that's a tough one. Like, what would you do? You know?
Sounds like it's gonna get deep.
Yeah. I like that. All those different characters, going through all those different things. I'm sure everybody can relate to one of those characters.
And I felt like it fit the theme of what we were talking about today, because just about everything we went over, all the movies, the video games, and all the side was all about people in teams.
Yeah.
So here's our team comic, or one of them.
Yep. DJ, man, always love connecting,
Eddie.
Talking comics. Man, you
Yes,
are
sir.
just like a walking encyclopedia, man, for everything comics, you know, TV, cartoons, movies, Jesus.
No lies, I forget a lot, but I remember a whole lot more than I forget.
I need, man, if you got a secret for that or a remedy, I can't even remember what I did last week. It's so bad.
I'll tell you off camera, because I think that's one of the things that they tried to tell us about that was a lie. Actually, it's something that you guys do out there all the time.
Oh, that's a lie. We'll talk about that offline.
Exactly. Now you know where I'm at.
This a family show, man. Come on.
Exactly. Hey, I made no mention of anything. Kids, don't try this at home.
But this was a lot of fun, man. So today we talked about some Daredevil, talked about Kingpin coming in, getting introduced. He's probably going to play a major role moving forward. We talked some Spider-Man.
I'm watching as soon as we log off. I'm watching because it's out today.
Let's go. All right, guys. Hope you enjoyed. Thank you so much for joining us. Spending time with us every single Tuesday, 8 p.m. Eastern. Come kick it with us. Talk comics. Hop in the comments, join in the discussion, and we could talk comics, superheroes all day long.
Yep. And I think maybe next week, maybe we should try opening the forum to see if we can't get some questions from our viewers.
Yeah. And I think hopefully next week. So sorry, y'all. Don Nguyen couldn't make it, but hopefully we can get him on for next week. And if it's not him, we'll probably have someone else just as cool joining.
Absolutely. Again, thank you. YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, all social media, all media. Check out TMH Comics, 19 books. We're out on Amazon. We're out on Spotify. And catch the Light Talk podcast every Tuesday on YouTube. We love you. God bless you. Good night.